So I'm going to go through each of the cues. I'll explain them. But we'll demonstrate each one, okay? So, okay. So there's going to be a who, what, when for most of the cues, which will mean I'll point to a person, and I'll give you an action or something to do, play a section, and I'll give you a downbeat, or I'll count you in, or I will say, do it when you're ready or at your leisure. There's some exceptions to that, which we'll get to. So the downbeat is just going to be like this, or I'll give you time if I want to count you in. There's if I want to. So okay, let's demonstrate that just real quick. So cock-a-doodle, we have cock-a-doodle up. So everyone do section 1, everybody, and then 3, 4. And I can cut everyone off with this cue, standard cue. If I want to, does cock-a-doodle have this type of thing? Yeah, so if I want to conduct each note of the chord, I'm going to point to me. So for example, I can say Cesario, Tony, section 1, 3, 4. John, section 7, with me. Perfect. So that's just with me. Let's see, what's next? The sections, I will do section 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll try not to mess up my numbers. So let's see, what else? So the ear means listen to another player. So if you're improvising, for example, I can say Cesario, improvise. Tony, listen to Cesario and improvise something. Say John, listen to Tony, improvise. Actually, where I so I can count you in where you don't think the beat is, basically. I might do that.
Move the one.
Yeah.
James Brown spinning his great.
Well, that's what you were doing when you were doing with the father and with the triplet thing.
Yeah. So that's great job with that. So if I go like this just means like continue what you're doing. So for example, if I say everyone long tone, continue. So just repeat that. So it just means like, and then I can go do something else, you know. So like that gesture of like just doing the long tone, coming up and coming down, like I might have like I could set that up, like you three do that, and then I could have I could go do something else if I do continue.
So you can just like loop it,
just keep going. Do whatever you're doing, and then I can go and do something else, you know. So that's the continue. And so this, I think I already explained. This is, if I'm giving you a cue, this is do it when you're ready. So I could say like cock-a-doodle section 6, when you're ready. Oh, this is the bass part, right?
It would be helpful to us
Yeah.
neophytes if you
Yeah.
actually kind of wordlessly spoke the words as you're doing them.
I don't know, I'm kind of into just like versioning into the pool.
Okay, okay.
I'm kind of into like, let's do it the hard, instead of doing it.
Well, I'm the nervous accountant, so, you know.
I get it.
I'll try to be as helpful as possible.
I'm in the shallow end of the pool.
And I'm like, just dive right in, just get right in there.
Yeah. So the punch we talked about before is just a single short staccato note. So let's do section 1, 3, 4. John, punch. 2, 3.
Sorry. Did you want me to play section 2 or?
Yeah, that was
okay.
right. I wanted to cue you guys, but sorry, that was a mistake on my end. I should have been like, yeah,
I read your mind.
yeah, good job.
Now, if, like, say for example, if you would have said, Tony Cesario, this.
That's what I should have done just
Yeah.
now.
So then John would have kept going.
John keeps going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So-
this is cool. In my mind, I'm seeing it like race cars. You stop. Keep going.
Yeah.
Catch up. Okay, there we go.
Okay. So ostinato just means to create an ostinato. This could be from nothing. So for example, Tony, ostinato, when you're ready. Any tempo. Section 1, 3, 4. Section 3. 3, 4. Yeah. So that's ostinato. Change just means vary what you're doing. So if you're doing Tony, ostinato, and I can do section, let's do section, John, section 3, section 1, 3, 4, change what you're doing when you're ready. And you can, yeah, that's like very subtle variation to, you can continue to change it over time. If I want you to stay with what you've changed it to, I can give you the ostinato symbol again. As like, create an ostinato out of where you're at. So improvise, I'm going to use this to be more like soloistic improvisation. So I could be like Cesario. Listen to him. Perfect. Wonderful. The end, the throat cut is the discretionary end, or not, it's not the discretionary end. It's going to be with me, so on cue. So let's do section, Tony, section 1, Cesario, section 1, 3, 4. Section 3. Section 3.
Oh,
You for you. I'm gonna cue you. Section 3.
Oh,
You for you. I'm gonna cue you.
You're gonna give me a cue?
3, 4. Cut off. keep going.
Oh, okay.
So I cut them off.
All right.
Yeah. So that's the cutoff cue. The tape cut. This means if you're not playing, you start playing. If you're playing, you stop playing. And there's going to be 2 downbeats. I'm going to give you one downbeat to start that, and another downbeat to go back to where we were. So it's like I'm cutting a tape and putting a new idea inside of it. So I can say John ostinato when you're ready. Tape cut. Tape cut. Yeah, and then back. One more time that. That was great. So, John ostinato. Tape cut. Perfect. Long tone, I'm just gonna go like this. So I can say Cesario, section 1, 3, 4. Cockadoodie, section 1, 3, 4. Long tone. If I leave you hanging like that, you can keep it going or cut it off. It doesn't have to.
How much can I interact with that on my own?
You can interact with it fully. So like for example, if you're playing, let's say you're playing on the hi-hat, and then I do that, and you like do like a cymbal wash or like something like that.
Right.
That's absolutely appropriate to do.
Okay.
So.
Gotcha. All right.
Same thing with like this. So like the punch command, for example. Let's do cockadoodie. Tony section 1, Cesario section 1, 3, 4. And I say, John, I'm gonna give you a punch. You can catch it and keep going. Perfect. Yeah. So I'm giving it. My cue is to John, but you're jumping on board. That's cool. Same. I mean, goes to you as well. So, like, you could play something. You know, it's maybe not. Obviously, you're gonna have to feel it out. Like when it's appropriate to jump on, because sometimes it's like I want I'm gonna be orchestrating something. So make a judgment call. But you know, we're in a funky groove and we're doing hits, then yeah, just do it. You know. Okay, so the modulations. Let's get into that. So I'm gonna just list them all in a row. So this is gonna be louder and quieter. So louder, quieter. I'm gonna use this for sparse and dense. I'm gonna use shorter and longer, mostly with ostinato phrases. I'm gonna use integrate and disintegrate to mean lock in to the groove or fall apart. And then there's tap tempo, but so like I can say, let's say Cesario, I'm tapping tempo when you're ready. And then I can say, John, improvise. Tony, listen to Cesario. So, louder. more sparse. So that, okay, just to be clear, when I say more sparse, I'm not meaning disintegrate.
Right, right,
I want it to be, so like if you're going da 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 da,
right.
still in time, but just less notes, you know. And like for you, yeah, I mean same idea basically. Yeah, and so this, and then this is like is basically like, oh, you're falling apart, you're staying together. And when you're doing when you're doing this, it will sound like free time, but you can be like, you can like go like play in a new tempo basically, like you can, as opposed to playing in free time.
Gotcha.
It doesn't have to be like
Rubato.
it doesn't have to be all in free time. Yeah. So and I can do this as to you individually as well. So if I wanted you to go rubato, I could use you, say like, so like for example, Cesario, when you're ready. Tony, Cesario, John, Cesario. Keep stop. So when I say, I'm saying keep going with what you're doing. Yeah. Like, listen to him and come back. Okay, so
Kind of like that.
yeah, so I mean that it's hard to hear maybe with this instrumentation,
Right.
but that's the idea.
Gotcha.
So just, and shorter or longer, let's try that. So if I say Tony ostinato, go ahead. John ostinato, sorry, John ostinato, go ahead. Create an ostinato, go ahead. John, shorten. So shorten your ostinato to small. If I want you to shorten, I want you to like the idea, the length of idea that you're looping, to be shorter. And if I want you to get longer, then the idea, you're expanding that idea, so it can be a longer phrase. Okay, and just for the purposes of this video, the memory, let's do the memory cue. So let's do, okay. Tony ostinato when you're ready, John ostinato when you're ready, and Cesario ostinato when you're ready. It's good to change what you're doing. Change what you're doing. So then you stop after that. Yeah. Give me more solo. Stick. Memory section 1. So that's the memory cue. The drastic change is like the change cue, but is just change what you're doing more drastically. We could try that. Let's try.
Can I see the hand flip? Could you
So it's just like I'm going like this. It's kind of like the.
Okay.
Why?
It's like
Why not?
Caesar condemning the Christians.
Yeah.
Marcel.
I'm trying to. I could do it like this also. Like this is another way I've seen people do it. It's just like
That's cool. I like croissant.
yeah.
Croissant's cool.
Okay, so cock-a-doodle section 1, section 1, 3, 4. Revise. Yeah, perfect. I could do jump octave up and down. So we do section 1, section 1, section 1, 3, 4. Jump, can you play that up and down? 4. Octave up. 4. Yeah. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then this is just create tension.
Do that again. That sign.
Just like this is a normal conductor thing. It'd be like, we could be doing something like a long tone. So this would be a long tone. Everybody. Maybe like growl. Like
Sorry for any tension in the long term.
no, but like maybe like growl into the instrument or something.
Okay.
You know, something like that. But
Okay.
it doesn't mean volume necessarily. It means tension. So,
Okay.
or you could like bend your pitch, like you know,
All right.
something like that. So like, if I'm asking for tension, I'm saying you know, I'm not asking for volume.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's another.
Yeah. Okay. That's it.